Thank you, Obi. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this post-election press conference. I'm Heather Williams, interim president of the DLCC, and after a late night, I'm really excited to have this opportunity to update you all on where things stand. To start with, our big takeaway. It was a fantastic night for state Democrats and a clean sweep for the DLCC. Along with help from many of our partners, the DLCC won every major contest on the ballot last night, including gaining full legislative control in Virginia, increasing our majorities in both chambers in New Jersey, holding a critical Supreme Court seat in Pennsylvania, and winning other key races, including a special election in New Hampshire. Democrats also scored big wins with voters in Ohio, passing a ballot measure to protect abortion access. And I have to shout out our friends at the Democratic Governors Association, who scored a big win in Kentucky. There's been a lot of talk about polling numbers over the past week, but if one thing is clear, and a resounding takeaway from last night's results, is that Democrats are winning and gaining ground in the state, and we're in a position of strength all across the country. Sign-up ballots are still being counted, and we still have outstanding race calls to make. But here's some of what we know. In Virginia, Governor Youngkin spent over $28 million this cycle and promised to deliver full legislative control for his donors. His proposed GOP trifecta would have used its unchecked powers to pass an abortion ban, undermine voting rights, and set Virginia back decades. As we have been saying all year, the stakes for preventing this GOP trifecta were incredibly high, and fortunately, voters agreed and Democrats delivered big wins. Make no mistake about it, this is a loss for Governor Youngkin. After putting all his money and personal capital on the line, Governor Youngkin failed. And he's now headed into a lame duck portion of his governorship, facing two Democratic-led chambers. Thanks to DLCC's strategic partnership with the House and Senate caucuses and fantastic candidates across the state, we were able to invest over $2.2 million in Virginia this year, help the caucuses raise their own record amounts, and build a winning operation and campaign plan. We not only held the state Senate majority, but we picked up seats and ultimately flipped the majority in the House of Delegates. By our latest count, we have secured at least 21 seats in the state Senate, with 2 races yet to be called, and we will have at least 51 seats in the House of Delegates, with 4 races yet to be called. For each of our outstanding races, we may be in for a delay of a few days as we wait for both provisional ballots and final mail-in ballots to be received and counted by election officials. We believe both of these categories of ballots will break for Democrats, but all of these races are very close. So we will need to watch over the next few days to make the final calls. In any event,